Hello everyone, and happy Sunday to you, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and I welcome you. So if you have not noticed already, I have been away from sewing, YouTube, and actually my day-to-day job for a couple of weeks because right after the holidays my family and myself caught the bug, okay? And we're just now at a place in recovery where things are starting to get back to normal. So now, I'm starting to upload videos again. I actually had lots of videos planned, like the year-end type of recap videos that I haven't been able to make because of the illness, but I do plan to publish some anyway so that you can see them, and so that's documented on my channel. So I hope that you are interested when I do get them published. I also know that right before I became ill, I had a giveaway on my channel, so I will be announcing the winner on the next video to give those who entered an opportunity to actually see this video and know that the announcement is still coming. But for today's video, I will be sharing my makes from November and December. So some of the things I have already shared on the channel and some of the things I haven't, but there are a lot of items and I did go through each one quickly because I have reviews for the majority of them for you to reference to if you want more details. So without further ado, let's get to the video, and I'm happy to be back. So starting with November, the first garment that I made is this pair of pants here, and I used Simplicity 1165 and I made View A. I really like these pants a lot, and one of the reasons why I was drawn to this pattern, number one, is because it has been very recommended on YouTube and on Instagram, and number two, I really like how they are tapered in the legs versus a wide fit or just a standard fit. So that was the feature that drew me to that pattern. And to accompany the pants, I made this vest, and I used McCall's 8050 so that I can make a set. I originally wanted to make a blazer to match the pants, but I miscalculated the fabric, but I was able to squeeze out this vest using, again, McCall's 8050, and so this is my set. And I made both pieces for $9, so win-win for me. So the second garment that I made is this sweater, and I used McCall's 8144 to make this sweater. I have been wanting to make this for some time, actually, since it came out, but I did not have the time, and I was finally able to add this to my wardrobe. I honestly feel like this should be in the learn to sew category because it is just that simple. I love the design of this pattern with the seam in the center. I love the sleeve options, and I really like the neckline of how it kind of scoops in the front, and I think it pairs beautifully with the sweater knit fabric that I purchased from Walmart. And the fabric that I used was in a bundle from Walmart, and it was $2 for 2 yards, so I made this sweater for 2 yards. Win-win again. And then in late November, I kicked off the Virtual Me Made holiday fashion show where I sewed different holiday inspired themes throughout the winter holiday seasons. And I made this dress right here, which is Vogue 1821, and I used this for the theme of Thanksgiving and Friendsgiving. So basically stating this is something that I would wear to my Thanksgiving holiday dinner or to a Friendsgiving dinner as well. So I really like the style of this. I just think it was very chic. I like the pockets and how the pockets are at an angle in the front. I like the seam lines. I like the gathers in the back. I really like the neckline, the sleeves, the cuffs, just everything about this. I used the corduroy fabric that I purchased from Joann Fabrics, and I think this is very fitting for my body type. In addition to making the dress, I also made this scrunchie tote by Cool Stitches with my leftover fabric to pair with my dress, so I could have a matching purse and dress for my Thanksgiving holiday dinner. The scrunchie tote is a free pattern that you can get on the Cool Stitches website. However, if you do feel that you want to donate to the designer, you could just add a dollar amount inside of the cart and you will be able to donate to the designer. And then it got a little bit chilly. Yeah. And I whipped up this easy to sew oversized sweater to help me out in that area because I don't have a lot of oversized sweaters. But this is a very simplistic make, and I love it for the asymmetrical statement collar that gives it a little bit of a pop, but yet still simple. I use Simplicity 9178 to make this, and I use this very soft cable knit that I purchased from Joann Fabrics. Again, this sweater is very simple, but the main features that drew me to this pattern is the asymmetrical collar and the drop shoulders. I love a drop shoulder, and then the fact that it is oversized and it's super, super, super comfy. And then for the holiday fashion show, I made a dress that I would wear to a black tie holiday gala. And I use Vogue 1723 to make this dress. Absolutely love it. The features that I love about this dress is the neckline with the tie and the collar. I love the balloon sleeves, and I just love how simple the dress is, and I love how flowy it is, and I just love the pockets. Believe it or not, this is a very easy sew. It's just time consuming. There are no closures, no zippers, no buttons, no nothing. However, like I said, you will need some time to get it done because there is, like with the balloon sleeves, there's a sleeve stay inside, and then the collar takes a little bit of time to construct along with the ties. But I absolutely love it. I definitely recommend this, and I will be making this again. And then every month, Monica of That's So Monica on Instagram hosts a monthly sewing challenge where she picks a pattern for everyone that's just sewed together and posts at the end of the month or whenever you're finished. And this is my design for the pattern. The pattern was called 8244, and it was a very simple make, but the color blocking or the print blocking for me is what gives this pattern an extra pop, and it does elevate the look depending on what type of fabric you decide to use. I also feel like this is a great pattern to use up your largest scraps, so I would definitely recommend this pattern if this is the style of clothing that you like to wear or don't mind wearing and you want to use up your scraps. So the fabric that I use is this plush metallic fleece that I purchased from Joann Fabrics, and I use 3 different types of prints. One of them has bees, one has gold nuggets, and then one is plain. I really like the fit of the top, but I'm not really a fan of the pants after wearing them a few times because they are low-rise pants, and I'm not a fan of low-rise pants, so I haven't worn them that much, but I do, like I say, enjoy the top and the hood. So moving on to December, for the Me Made Holiday Fashion Show, I made a look for a Winter Wonderland all-white party, and I used McCall 7864 to make this jumpsuit, and I absolutely love it. I love the flounce that is attached to the top of this jumpsuit. I just feel that the flounce is the perfect touch when you're wearing something that is fitted, but you don't want any spillage when you have a larger bust. At first I was disappointed with how this came out because I had to do so many alterations to the pants portion, which it caused it to not look exactly like the pattern cover. But as I wore this and as I continue to look at the photos, I absolutely love it. The fit issues that I had was in the crotch area. When I tried the pants on, the crotch dropped to about my knees so I had to really make some adjustments there. But like I said, I made the adjustments, and I went a little bit too far with the adjustments. When I knew I should have stopped, I didn't stop, which caused it to fit a little bit tighter than I wanted to. But like I said, overall, I am very satisfied with the outcome, and eventually I'll make it again to where it will fit and not be so tight in the crotch area. And then I made another look for the Me Made Holiday Fashion Show, and the theme was a holiday cookie exchange party. So this is something that I would wear to a holiday cookie exchange party. I made this high-low top by using McCall's M8113. I really love the gathers at the shoulders. I love the high-low flounce, and I love the elasticated gathers on the sleeves. Just absolutely beautiful. And then there's a big dart in the front that just kind of gives it a little pop, so I love that as well. I use this beautiful red festive and glam sparkle fabric that I purchased at Joann's Fabrics, and the pictures really do not give it much justice, but I'll try to put as many pictures in here as possible that will show off the sparkles. But I really loved it, and it was so beautiful in person. And this was my first entry into the I'm So Festive challenge that was hosted by Simply Delilah and Kim Gaddy. Another feature that I liked about this pattern is that it has the custom cup sizes, so I was able to make this in a triple D cup size, which allowed the top to fit me perfectly. Then Simplicity came out with this pattern, and it's Simplicity 9456, and I just had to make it. I thought this was so adorable when I saw the pattern cover. It is an oversized hoodie. I used, again, Simplicity 9456 to make this, and I absolutely love it. And I also entered this make into the I'm So Festive challenge that was hosted by Simply Delilah and Kim of Kim Gaddy Sews. I used this reindeer holiday fleece for the outer, and for the lining I use a Sherpa, and it is super warm. I purchased the fabric, both the Sherpa and the fleece, from Joann's Fabrics. The features of this hoodie that I love is the big huge oversized fit, the hood of course, and the big kangaroo pocket. I will say though that on my pattern the markings for the pocket are super just wrong. So if you get a printed pattern that looks like it's not right and you make this pattern, just move it up about 8 inches and yours will look like mine. Back to another Me Made holiday fashion show look. I made a garment that I would wear to a holiday family gathering party, and I used McCall's 8146 to make this statement top. I absolutely love the gathers at the shoulders. I love the gathers on the sleeves. I love the puffs, and I love the peplum. I absolutely love the peplum, and I love that it's a wrap top as well. This top came out beautiful, but I did add a cami to my top because I felt like a little bit too much cleavage was coming out, and that's not the look that I was going for. And there is an issue with the instructions as far as the tie is concerned. I have a full review on my YouTube channel, so I will put the link up to that above so that you could check that out if you desire to make this top, because you do want to see that prior to making this top so that you don't go through the troubles that I went through. The fabric that I used for this is a white fabric with foiled holly on top, printed on top, and I absolutely love it and thought it was just festive and just perfect for the holidays. I do feel like this top is kind of beginner friendly, maybe intermediate. However, it takes forever. I feel like I have been working on this top forever because of all of the gathers that are involved. I also made a gold pleather long maxi skirt to pair with this top in case I wanted to dress it up. I just thought it would be nice to have options of wearing it with jeans or to wearing it with a longer skirt that would actually kind of dress it up a little bit, but not over the top. The skirt is self-drafted, and I purchased the skirt fabric, which is again gold pleather from Joann's Fabrics. And then we have my entry for the little red dress project that I also incorporated into a fashion show look that would be a dress that I would wear to a corporate holiday party. So yes, this is my little red dress project entry and a dress that I would wear to a corporate holiday party. I used McCall's 8142 as my little red dress, and I absolutely loved how it turned out. This dress is fully lined, and I went with a more simple look to complement my glam fabric. The features that I really love about this dress is the one shoulder detail, and I love the gathers at the shoulder, and I also love how the elastic just pulls the bodice on the body and it did not move at all. It just stayed in place. And I also love how there is elastic at the waist, and I love the split in the front. Another feature that I liked is how it is a pull-on dress. No closures needed, so very simple but yet very nice. I purchased my fabric about a year or two ago from Joann Fabrics, so I was very excited to finally get the opportunity to make it, and I would definitely recommend this pattern for others. And then I made a dress that I would wear to a New Year's Eve party. I call this my beautiful disco ball swing dress, and I used McCall's 7623 because I wanted to make a dress that was beginner friendly, but that would definitely showcase this fabric. The fabric that I used was the stretch spandex with the sequin confetti and gold fabric. I purchased it from Joann Fabrics, and I like it, but it was very difficult to sew it. The glue kept sticking to my needle, and I had to stop and had to keep cleaning my needle because of the glue that kept dunking up on it. And I noticed that a couple of the little sequins had popped off, and for the price of this fabric, that should not have happened at all. The features of this dress that I really like is the cowl neckline. I love that cowl neckline, and I just like that this is pullover as well, and it has pockets. So very, very simple dress, beginner friendly, just easy to make. The pattern does call for you to hem the sleeves and the bottom of the dress, but I chose not to because of the issues that I was having with the fabric, and I don't feel like it took away from the dress at all. I think it still turned out great. And then I made this beautiful double-sided table runner using this quick sew pattern right here. It came out lovely. You really don't need a pattern though to use it. It's just a square that is cut on the fold with rounded edges, so you could just measure that out based on what you need for your table. However, I did use the pattern because it was just easier for me. I made this for my mother because she wanted something that was going to be suitable for the winter, and I used this beautiful white fabric with foiled snowflakes on it. I thought it would be perfect for the holiday and perfect for the rest of the winter. On the reverse side, I used this gray mottled fabric that had foiled rectangles on there, and I thought that would be beautiful too, and it matches her decor in her dining room. The bias tape that I used came from Hobby Lobby, and it's silver, and I thought it matched perfectly. In addition to making the table runners, I also made some self-drafted coasters for her to set on her table as well. And of course, I couldn't get through the holidays without making holiday pajama pants. Every year I use the same patterns, some that I picked up from Walmart, some are Simplicity. I just use the same ones over and over again. Basic pants for pajamas, no pockets, just a regular pair of pants with an elasticated waist and hem at the bottom. I made 4 pair of these pants, 2 for the toddlers and 2 for the adults in the house. And then lastly, I could not get over my obsession with gnomes. So I made these gnome ornaments to put all over the tree. During our holiday Christmas party on Christmas Eve, I actually had up a table set up for all of the little children to make themselves an ornament to put on their tree. They absolutely loved it, and I will show you what some of them look like.
Well, that is it for the items that I made in November and December. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please click the subscribe button and the gray notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!